As soon as it was confirmed that the 11 men were arrested on the highway behind me, we were trying to find more information about them, but they were already getting out their side of the story.
They specified in the news that we're anti-government, but we're not. We're not anti-government. We're not anti-police. We're not sovereign citizens. We're not black identity extremists.
This YouTube video was made before the 11 members of the Rhode Island group were finally arrested. But who are they and where do they come from? The Rise of the Moors group claimed to be based out of this building in Pawtucket, Rhode Island. A closer look at their mission statement says they want, quote, to encourage all Moorish Americans to believe in the capacity of each other to succeed in business, to encourage, support, and provide patronage in our affairs. After the arrest, 2 members of the group were taken to Leahy Hospital for what police say were for previous medical conditions, but did not elaborate.
Count 2, possess a large capacity firearm.
Police arrested the group of 11 heavily armed men on Route 95 in Wakefield. Jamal Latimer, the self-proclaimed leader of the Rise of the Moors, told police they were on their way to a training camp. The so-called militia group based in Rhode Island claims to be Moorish sovereign citizens who are not subject to the laws of the United States.
You're trying to force me to a jurisdiction that doesn't apply to me.
The leaders of the National Moorish Organization in Atlanta, called Moorish Science Temple of America, founded in 1928, say they have nothing to do with the Rise of the Moors, who they call a bootleg group.
It's almost like identity theft, if you will. Wow. And they have created a great confusion. We just want to basically separate ourselves from the misguidedness of these individuals.
And setting the record straight, Moorish Science Temple of America says they follow the laws, have driver's licenses, pay taxes, and own their own property.
We are Americans. The prophets said that we are Moorish Americans. We want you to know that our religion is Islam.
Well, all of the members of the group charged in connection with the highway standoff were held without bail. They're all due back in court on Friday for a detention hearing. Anna Rittis?
Chief Investigator Cheryl Fandaka live in the studio. Thank you.
Hi, you guys. So I just wanted to come and touch on this story. It's about a group of guys. I think they said it was like 11 members of this group called the Rise of the Moors. Now, the leader, the Jamal Bey, he has a YouTube page, and he went live while he was out there in the standoff with the police. To my understanding, just from reading about him, he's an American citizen. He served in the military for 7 years. He's about 29 years old, so he's fairly young. I'm not sure where he was stationed. The media did not say exactly where he was stationed. But to my understanding, from what I was reading over from some of these groups, they don't classify themselves as race. So, you know, I know Fox News were kind of reporting that they felt like this group because they had a van full of guns and stuff. Because they claimed they were going to some type of training in some open land that they own. But instead of them going to that open land, they stopped on the highway and decided to hold out a flag and go live on YouTube. And then I guess they were, messing up the traffic or whatever. Somebody may have called the police. And obviously the police got involved, and there was a standoff for about 11 hours. This happened about 5 or 6 days ago. In Rhode Island. My whole thing of wanting to make a video about this is because this guy has a YouTube channel, so he's a YouTubian, and I find when I go through some of these people channels that are on here, a lot of them are self-made historians. They have created this history that for themselves that they choose to believe in. I don't know that people honestly have what it takes to back up the stuff that they're saying. But I was reading that they don't believe that in race. They don't choose to classify themselves as black, and I don't think a lot of them are. I think that some people have brown skin, so everybody becomes black, and this becomes a black terrorist group. And so you have to be careful and mindful when you're and getting involved in all this stuff and entertaining it. Like I said before, all this stuff on YouTube should be viewed as entertainment. And I'll say that again. You know, you need to do your research. You need to look into any and everyone and everything before you start, you know, feeling that that's something you want to be a part of, because you never know what these people are going to get you into. You don't know if these people are agents sent to set up people. You don't know what the agenda is. And so I said what I said on that. I just find it, the behavior to be odd that you would take these group of men out there and then have them standing on the freeway, and all of them were not black. So this is not, I'm overly concerned about the black man's speech, because this is not what that is. Because they were not all black, and if you look at the news clips, you will see that. Like I said, I believe they're more of a multicultural group, and they don't identify themselves as any single group of people. So let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comments, about, you know, why he would go live like that on the freeway, you know, bring all that attention down on himself. Because without the story I was watching on, I believe it was Greta, I think that's her name, on Fox, she was saying that, you know, the FBI is going to take a look at this group. So, like I said, I just think people need to be careful, and what they let other people kind of get them involved in. You know, this Jamal guy, Jamal Bey, he is supposed to be the creator and a leader of this group. And I'm not sure exactly how long it's been around. He's only 29, and he was in the military for several years. So, you know, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comments. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, people can kind of lead you into things, you know, and have you out here being called a homegrown terrorist and all kind of stuff. Because Greta, she kept kind of trying to compare them to white supremacist groups, and it's not the same. This is not a hate group, and I think they kept saying that we're not a hate group. You know, we're not this, we're not that. But of course, the media is going to make this into whatever it is that they want to make it into. And so now you have the attention of the FBI and God knows who else. So I don't know, like I said, people should be careful of the type of things that they allow themselves to get involved with, because you don't know if this person was put there to do all of this. There was a lot of conversations last year about the NFAC leader as well, because he kind of came out of nowhere with a group as well. And I think, you know, he was recently arrested, but nothing has really come of that, right? So you never know if people are being put into these, you know, spaces for reasons. And so it's just best to be careful in what you get involved in. It's okay, I think, to, you know, feel a certain way, feel like you don't feel like you belong to a certain group of people, you know, you're not happy or whatever it is y'all going through. But, you know, just be careful of how you use your energy. You know, if it starts turning into a negative thing, from peaceful, from a space of peace and just, you know, positivity, then you might want to reconsider why you're doing it. Let me know what you guys think about this story in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.